Eagles kicker Cody Parkey all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And here comes Ben Roethlisberger out onto the field ready to lead this Steeler offense.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. He's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And the result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. Ready? Like 80.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And his first carry, he loses the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
He'll get that one complete to Conner. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
James Conner.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Chris Boswell on.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
It's okay if I give him a few props right here. Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a 2-time walk-on, who later became a 2-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time out of Chubb. Give him 53 yards on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He's across.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7. First down, Pittsburgh.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. B.J. Goodson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. These two teams all tied after 1. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Baker Mayfield sacked. A fumble on the play.
That's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run with Samuels. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Natson. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 20.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Mayfield looks to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb. And the Browns add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
To kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their
Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. It hasn't been his day. It hasn't been their day to this point, but some kudos to this crowd. This is not an easy environment to play in.
And they have to be really excited because they feel like they're having an impact on the game. The visiting quarterback not playing very well. Their team not doing well. They're helping their home team out. Now, if you're that quarterback, though, you got to find a way to hurt that crowd. And the only way to do that, make good plays and try and calm them down.
I'm sure he's thinking it starts right here on this drive. From the 41, Roethlisberger had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack on first down, Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get complete.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Natson. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fair... Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Chris Boswell.
The Browns are going to get the second-half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Peoples-Jones on the return.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down, Mayfield again, escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker.
And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 64 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Cody Parkey lining up for the extra.
You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
Greedy Williams on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. B.J. Goodson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
At their own 27.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage and big plays. Your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game.
10 at the 43-yard line.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2. At the 12-yard line.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns continue to roll. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Steelers 7. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. An incredibly short, now a hit and a loose football. Still going inside the 30. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it looked like he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. So a big return, nearly derailed by a fumble, but they will indeed get it 1st and 10.
As I look down at the sideline and see the special teams coach, you can just see those shoulders sagging, can't you?
Absolutely.
You talk about having some great emotion going. Think about the elation he was feeling on the return. Everything synced up well, blocked well, everything was going great, and then they end up dropping the football.
And a nice job, though, to make that football come out defensively. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Browns are pouring it on. Now Parkey for the extra point.
And this is the kind of day a running back dreams of. They keep handing him the ball, and he keeps taking it in for touchdowns.
And it's up and good. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score.
Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Short kick, one of the up. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
On the play. Recovered by the Browns.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Still churning. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chubb, 30 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Eric Ebron.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Peoples-Jones. Touchdown, Browns.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Very short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins, but it's going to be second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
At the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Parkey with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
14. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Short kick, one of the up. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at him go inside the 30. And this is picked up by the Browns. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Mayfield now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
At the Steelers' 4-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Wow. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
14. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will now a hit and a loose football. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and goal at the 7.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
No gain on the play.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
34-yard line.
And the Steelers set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing.
He's got daylight. The 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. An incredibly short, now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30.
Recovered by the Browns.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A toss play to Chubb. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And he puts it through. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. An incredibly short, now a hit and a loose football. Still going past the 30. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll bring it back all the way.
Holding. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.